Welcome everyone. I'm excited to start this journey with you today. Our presentation is titled Exploring Riddles, Art, and Memories. As we go along, we'll dive into how poetry and family intertwine, shaping our understanding and experiences. We'll explore the mysteries of riddles, the beauty of art, and the power of memories. So let's get started and enjoy this fascinating exploration together. All right, let's look at this slide. Here, we see the words aunt and uncle along with some simple descriptions. When I say aunt, I mean that she takes care of you when your parents are out, kind of like a second mom or a trusted caregiver. She's someone you can rely on and turn to in those moments. Now, moving to uncle, the slide explains that I am your mother, and he is your father's brother. Essentially, your uncle is a family member who shares your family's roots and is often someone you see at family gatherings or special occasions. The question, can you guess? At the bottom invites you to think about how these words connect to the larger idea of family and relationships. Throughout this presentation, we're exploring how different family members play unique roles, whether it's caring for you, guiding you, or simply being there. So, as you see these keywords, remember that each one represents a special person in your life, contributing in their own way to your support system. Let's talk about what makes poetry so special. First, onomatopoeia. These are words that sound like what they mean, like buzz or clang. They help bring sounds to life in our poems. Next, we have sounds and patterns, which include rhymes. Rhyming words create a musical quality that makes poems enjoyable and memorable. Then there's rhythm, the beat or flow of the words. Rhythm can make a poem feel lively, calming, or powerful depending on how it's used. Finally, imagination is key. Poetry often comes from big ideas and colorful images that come straight from your mind. It's about creating vivid pictures and expressing feelings in a way that only poetry can. All these elements, sounds, patterns, rhythm, and imagination, work together to make poetry a unique and expressive art form that taps into our creativity and helps us see the world in new ways. I teach in California, which has given me the opportunity to connect with a diverse community of learners. My background includes studying music and education, two fields that are deeply intertwined and vital for fostering creativity and learning. I learned to play the clarinet in North Carolina, which was an important part of my musical journey, and helped me develop discipline and a love for the arts. Throughout my experiences, I've met incredible people like Malathi, Michelle, and Iyengar, who have all contributed in unique ways to my growth. These connections remind me that education is a collaborative journey, and sharing different perspectives enriches our understanding. Overall, my background reflects a strong foundation in both music and teaching, and I believe these experiences shape how I approach education today, focused on fostering curiosity, resilience, and a lifelong love of learning. My father wanted to be an artist, and that passion really influenced me growing up. His desire to create and express himself through art inspired me deeply. He often encouraged me to explore my own creative instincts, and one of the ways he did that was by inspiring me to think about characters with substance, characters with meat on their bones, so to speak. That phrase, characters with meat on their bones, is really about creating something that feels real, tangible, and full of life. This idea connects to the larger theme of the presentation, which is about the importance of authenticity and depth in art. Whether we're talking about visual art, storytelling, or character development, giving our work substance makes it resonate more strongly with others. So, when I say artist to artist, I'm emphasizing that this is a shared journey, learning from those who inspire us and passing on that sense of authenticity. It's about creating work that is not only technically sound, but also emotionally compelling and genuinely alive. When it comes to visual impact, nothing beats images that are clear, bright, and lifelike. That's exactly what we're aiming for with our vivid colors. You see, using 64 different colors allows us to create images that are not only vibrant, but also detailed and realistic. This wide palette helps us capture the subtle nuances and shades that make visuals truly pop. It's about making our content more engaging and easier to understand, because people connect better with visuals that look authentic and striking. So, by leveraging these vivid colors, We're enhancing the overall quality and effectiveness of our presentations, making them more memorable and impactful. Let's take a moment to focus on this evocative image and words by Malathi Michelle Iyengar. She describes the color as inky, crinkly sepia brown, which immediately transports us to a different time and place. This color, sepia, often evokes a sense of nostalgia, history, and memory. The phrase, "Auntie's brown hand trembles with age," adds a deeply personal touch, highlighting the physical reality of aging and the passage of time. It reminds us that these colors and textures are not just visual elements, but also hold emotional and cultural significance. As we reflect on this, consider how the imagery of sepia connects to the broader themes of memory, heritage, and the stories carried by our elders. It's a powerful reminder of how moments and histories are preserved in subtle details like color and texture. I realize that the girl has Auntie's eyes, soft and shining. It's such a striking detail, isn't it? Those eyes tell us so much about her personality, her spirit, and even a little about her family history. When I see her gaze, I'm reminded of Auntie's gentle strength and warmth. It's as if a piece of her is reflected in this young girl, connecting us across generations. This moment highlights how much we carry our loved ones with us, sometimes in the smallest details like the shape or sparkle of an eye. And it's these details that deepen our understanding of identity, heritage, and the bonds that tie us together. The eyes, after all, are truly windows, not just to the soul, but also to our history. Today, I want to focus on the rich, melodic qualities of spruce wood, which is often described as having a spruce brown hue. This color isn't just aesthetic. It reflects the warmth and depth that spruce brings to musical instruments. When we look at instruments like the violin, guitar, and bass, you'll notice that they are all built from spruce wood. This choice isn't arbitrary. Spruce is renowned for its excellent tonal qualities, including its clarity, projection, and responsiveness. So, whether you're strumming a guitar or playing a violin, the spruce wood forms the foundation of that beautiful sound. It's really fascinating to see how this material contributes not only to the instrument's durability, but also to its unique voice. Ultimately, spruce is a cornerstone in the construction of many stringed instruments, and its qualities help shape the music we love. Abuelito's fingertips move along the violin, delicately tracing the strings, each touch producing a rich, soulful sound. It's like he's telling a story through his fingers, connecting tradition and emotion. Meanwhile, Papa's guitar weaves through a maze of chords, exploring different melodies and harmonies. You can imagine how these two instruments, though different, create a beautiful dialogue. This scene highlights the personal and cultural significance of music, showing how each generation adds its own voice. It's a reminder that music is a universal language that brings us together, bridging generations and stories. Let's take a closer look at some descriptive words that help bring our language to life. When I say wrinkled or creased like old paper, I'm referring to textures that appear aged or weathered, which can evoke a sense of history or nostalgia. The word crinkled captures that idea perfectly. It describes something that's slightly folded or wrinkled, giving a visual cue that adds depth to our descriptions. Next, we have shake slightly in fear or excitement. The word trembles conveys a gentle, almost involuntary movement, like when someone is nervous or thrilled. It helps us express emotion effectively and vividly. Then there's sweet sounding and pleasing to hear. The word melodic is all about music to the ears, smooth, harmonious, and beautiful. It's a great way to describe sounds or voices that are soothing and delightful. Moving on, we have clear, bright, and lifelike images. The word vivid is key here. It describes visuals so sharp and colorful that they seem almost real. It's perfect for painting a picture with words, making descriptions pop. Remember, these words, crinkled, trembles, melodic, vivid, are tools for us to enhance our language. They help us communicate more precisely and engagingly, aligning with our overall goal of powerful and expressive communication. Word power truly makes all the difference. So now I want to share with you a piece of advice I received from a family member that really stuck with me. This advice reflects what families can teach us about life, values, and resilience. Essentially, What I learned is that families often give us guidance based on their own experiences and wisdom. They teach us important lessons about patience, kindness, and perseverance. These lessons shape who we are and help us navigate the challenges we face. Connecting this to our overall theme, it's clear that families play a vital role in shaping our character and providing support. The advice we receive from them is often rooted in love and a desire to see us succeed. So, when we think about what families can teach us, it's about more than just words. It's about the life lessons that guide us long after we've heard them.